The scariest dinosaurs.
Judging by the opening of the video, this video is going to be absolutely insane. I know it. Of course, this video starts with an Indoraptor. What do you expect?
No, come on, follow me. I think there's an exit this way.
Oh my god. Okay, was that the original Baryonyx Moor? Or did the dude just suddenly add it up?
I'm right behind you.
This guy's just not stopping.
No, bad idea. How about this? You know what? Let's just hide. In this video, I'll show you dinosaurs that would haunt other dinosaurs in their nightmares.
How does that even work? I am confused.
Want to meet them?
Patagotitan. Okay, that's an interesting start to the list.
Patagotitan. Did you think plant eaters were just prey for carnivores?
Absolutely not. They can go berserk if they are threatened.
I introduce you to the Patagotitan.
Any sauropod large enough for that matter.
Listen carefully, this is the largest dinosaur in history.
It's smaller than the Argentinosaurus. Patagotitan is around 50 to 57 tons.
It weighed 80 tons,
But still make it smaller than the Argentinosaurus.
which isn't like 1 or 2, but 14 African elephants. And it was 131 feet long.
Oh, it was closer to just 102 feet long.
That's like 3 buses parked in a row. You can get an idea of its size with this model located in Patagonia, Argentina. People look like ants next to it 65 feet in height.
I guess you're just napping it off from 40 meters long.
But why is it scary? Well, what would happen if a herd went through a small town?
Or any giant herbivore herd for that matter. I'm pretty sure you'd be absolutely terrified at the sight of a herd of giant hadrosaurs running at a high speed in the city, just destroying property everywhere because a few people decide to provoke those giant hadrosaurs.
Run! It's a stampede!
It'd simply destroy it. There's nothing a group of people can do against the Patagotitan.
This video is reminding me of that notorious Pentaceratops jumping video.
For this reason, and its colossal size, it's earned its place in this video. Before moving on, have you ever wondered if the Indominus Rex could really exist?
Is a hybrid in Jurassic World.
Stick around because the answer will surprise you. Even I was surprised, and it was me who wrote the script. Therizinosaurus. I introduce you to the bloodthirsty vegetarian T-Rex.
Why did you call compare Therizinosaurus to a T-Rex? Like, in this way. I understand. Therizinosaurus and T-Rex are fairly closely related when it comes to dinosaurs, but, dude, that doesn't mean you have to call Therizinosaurus a blah 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 T-Rex.
The Therizinosaurus. Where are you going, little Tarbosaurus? Oh, he was so young. This dreadful herbivore had a pair of 32-inch scythes instead of claws and was huge. It was 16.5 feet tall and weighed 5 tons only from eating salad.
They had to grow this big to defend the predators of the environment, with their weapons as well.
The Therizinosaurus beat up carnivores who thought it was easy prey. Let's see how it's doing the dad of its victim from a while ago.
Patch is just a wimp.
Knocked out with 1 hit. While the main use of its claws was to hold onto trees while feeding, let me ask you this. How many inches do you think its claw would pierce into your chest if you disturbed it?
Okay, so to answer that, it would go right through my body, or it would just decapitate me or slice me in half or something.
I look forward to your answer in the comments.
Of course, Utahraptor has to be on the list.
Utahraptor. Remember these?
Those are just inaccurate JP raptors.
Well, I won't talk about those shrimps, but the biggest raptor of all, the Utah raptor.
Oh my goodness, what was that scene?
It could reach up to 36 feet long, 5.2 feet tall.
36 feet long, 11 meters. I have no words to describe this. None.
And weigh half a ton. Add to this the fact that it hunts in groups,
No, they don't.
and you have the perfect assassins for a slasher movie. Do you think its weight slowed it down?
Yes. Maybe it's more on the anatomy side.
Forget it! You can't escape, and not only that, its hind legs had huge 10-inch claws that could gently rip you off a limb.
Why does everyone continuously fan on the disembowel theory? No one cares anymore.
By the way, although its body resembled the first birds, it's unknown whether or not it had feathers to help regulate its temperature, since it was so big that it could do it by itself.
It had feathers.
Cryodraken boreas.
It's not a dinosaur. This is a pterosaur.
Just 2 years after the Night King used its ice zombie dragon for the first time in Game of Thrones Season 6,
What? Excuse me? Are we talking about Game of Thrones now?
a true giant winged beast was found in the frozen lands of Alberta, Canada. It was the Cryodraken boreas, better known as the Frozen Dragon. If you're about to tell me this wasn't a dinosaur because it could fly,
It's a pterosaur. Also, avian dinosaurs. Many of them can fly. I don't know what you're talking about at this point.
well, you won't leave a like if I show you a bunch of identical carnivores.
The Dimorphodon and Pteranodon from Jurassic World.
Let's continue. It was a despicable carnivore designed to be a fierce beast. It attacked from the sky and had a ridiculously large head and neck for its body. Still, it was huge, as its wingspan could range from 16 to 30 feet.
Okay, so juvenile animal has an estimated wingspan of about 2 meters. Most bones among the holotype are similar in dimensions to Quetzalcoatlus lawsoni, implying wingspan about 5 meters. There is a big specimen indicating that the wingspan of that Cryodraken was 10 meters, aka 33 feet. So it really depends.
Now listen carefully, it ate dinosaurs.
So Cryodraken can actually grow up to 10 meters in wingspan. Also, why would it really eat big dinosaurs? It probably hunted smaller animals on the ground, similar to modern day marble storks.
Do you think you stand a chance?
Just treating it like it's an actual dragon.
No Valyrian steel sword would save you. Allosaurus.
Of course, you had to put Allosaurus here.
A bad yet popular guy came.
Literally from a game.
The Allosaurus comes to prove that its reputation as a ripper
Oh no, not the Jurassic Fight Club. Allosaurus torturing Ceratosaurus. It's not an Allosaurus, that is a Saurfag and X.
isn't just a matter of attitude. Running is useless. Even if you were as fast as Usain Bolt, the Allosaurus would catch you with its speed of 24 miles per hour.
Usain Bolt could run faster than that.
This means that, yes, that would be you. The secret of its agility laid in its muscled hind limbs. Aside from weighing just 2.5 tons,
0.7 tons for Allosaurus fragilis. 1.4 to 2 tons by Allosaurus jamatsoni. Closely leaning on 1.4.
it's like a big rhino. If you add the fact that it hunted in groups,
This guy's obsessed with pack hunting.
it could kill diplodocuses that weighed 10 times more.
It's absolutely insane. Diplodocus would be able to fend off the Allosaurus no problem.
Despite all of the above, its bite was quite weak. It's sized up to 30 feet long and 9 feet tall, but its bite was similar to a leopard. So if the latter makes you
Stop with Jurassic Fight Club for a second. I hate seeing Ceratosaurs getting tortured.
feel lucky, it's all yours. Before moving on to the next one, don't forget to subscribe to TrendMax or the Allosaurus will eat you and your family.
Okay, that's another one of those generic begging for subscribers thing.
Oh, and click the bell too. Tarbosaurus. It's time for
We're just showing Tarbosaurus from the Dino King.
the first major carnivore of this video. Round 2, Therizinosaurus. I think there's a winner. With a weight of 5 tons, the Tarbosaurus makes its impressive appearance.
What we're seeing now is just cursed. Also, both Tarbosaurus the mightiest ever and the Dino King Tarbosaurus are just super inaccurate. Even a group of velociraptors even dare to deal with a Tarbosaurus anyway.
Small carnivores must flee, as its name translates to alarming reptile, which was surely the last thought its victims had before being torn apart by its fearsome jaws.
Okay, so they just added the T-Rex roar for no reason.
Weighing twice as much as the Allosaurus, this prehistoric killing machine of 11.5 feet high and 39 feet long.
The maximum estimate of Tarbosaurus was more close to that 33 to 36 feet long on average.
Had no trouble running up to 18 miles per hour. Besides, if by any chance it lost or worn out a tooth, it was replaced by a new one to continue its perfect butchery.
We're just treating a Tarbosaurus as a bloodthirsty machine, killing machine, bloodthirsty monster.
Like every serial killer, it has a trauma with its mother. For the Tarbosaurus is that she abandoned him.
Just talking about Patch, okay.
Carcharodontosaurus.
You're just showing a Megalodon now. Okay.
If shark movies discouraged you from going to the beach, bad news. The Carcharodontosaurus brings you that beautiful smile to dry land. Even other big carnivores knew it wasn't a good idea to face this 6-ton monster,
An animal, not a monster.
making it one of the largest carnivores that have ever walked on Earth. It was over 42 feet
Oh, not another one of those awesome bro models from a game. So it's just around 39 feet long.
12.5 feet tall, and its mouth was full of 6.2-inch serrated teeth, which is roughly the size of your phone. It was named after its terrible saw-like teeth, and it means shark-toothed lizard.
Monsters Resurrected is not a good documentary, but at least it has an accurate Carcharodontosaurus. At least it is more accurate than the Planet Dinosaur one, at least.
It had a bad temper for anyone who set foot on whatever it considered home.
What do you think its mentality is? Identical to an herbivore or a bloodthirsty monster? Another one of those movies. Okay then.
Including long-necked giants. It's time for you to know more about the Indominus Rex.
Indominus Rex again. I have no words.
Well, everyone already knows it didn't exist, according to Dr. Jack Horner.
That dude who thinks the T-Rex is a scavenger. That dude who is also a predator.
A paleontologist who works as a consultant for Jurassic Park movies and sequels, it'd be possible to genetically modify chickens to look like dinosaurs,
Horner is known for coming up with some of the wildest theories ever.
creating the so-called Chickenosaurus. Under this premise, science could create any dino it wants, including the Indominus Rex.
Just a hybrid in Jurassic World. Need I say more?
Let's continue with the frightening dinosaurs that do exist.
We're showing JP3's Spino. Okay, so you finally included T-Rex.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
I think I'll eat your heart.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm not being a T-Rex fan. I'm just trying to be a little bit objective here.
the dinosaur that made the words dinosaur and terrifying to be written together, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. For starters, it had the most powerful bite ever, 6 tons of pressure.
Now it's over 6 tons.
Which is like an elephant standing on top of you, but plus 8-inch sharp teeth. And although until now, 66 million years after its extinction, it's still bullied for its forelimbs that were barely 3 feet long.
Giganotosaurus model, Giganotosaurus whatever. Also, stop joking about the T-Rex's puny arms. They are still strong. They may have also been used to... Their arms are small to prevent other T-Rexes from biting them.
Keep in mind that these could carry up to 3 times the weight human arms can. At 42 feet long.
You're using that not T-Rex model again. Also, the T-Rex is around 40 feet long. Over.
13 feet tall, 9 tons in weight.
Is only considered average for a T-Rex.
And a name that literally translates to King Tyrant Lizard.
Other way around, Tyrant Lizard King.
There wasn't much other predators could do, so you better start running. Spinosaurus.
Okay, so now you include Spinosaurus as well. At this point, I don't even know what to say about this video. I'm slowly going insane. Dinosaur once again.
Even the Carcharodontosaurus knows it can't win this fight.
It's only in Planet Dinosaur. JP3 stuff.
However, the proud Tyrannosaurus Rex won't give up that easy. Dang it.
Classic person who believes this JP3 Spino is the real Spino.
I introduce you to the largest predator to ever walk on Earth, the Spinosaurus. Besides ruling over land, the Spinosaurus can chase you through water and catch you for lunch. No, don't hide in a cage, you'll be mistaken for canned tuna!
Okay, you don't have to tell us that.
Unlike other carnivores of similar size, its arms were much longer and stronger. At 7 tons in weight, 50 feet long, and over 13 feet.
It's 46 feet long. Okay, 7 tons, that's correct. This model is not good at all.
Tall. Add to the mix a 1.6 ton bite force, and let's say its victims stood no chance. Bonus, Helicoprine.
My dude. Okay, this bonus, but it's in title called The Scariest Dinosaurs, but this is called bonus, so I can excuse that.
It's time to run because the Buzzsaw Killer has just arrived. It isn't a dinosaur,
Do you think Mosasaurus is a dinosaur?
but I couldn't leave it aside for how scary it is. These strange jaws were designed to cut through the hardest shells like scissors. It was 33 feet long.
Okay, so it's not that long. We're using an outdated model.
And weighed 840 pounds. Experts can't agree on the appearance of the Helicoprion because given that it's cartilaginous, it disappears almost entirely after dying. But this all seems to indicate that those saw-like teeth in its lower jaw were spare parts developed to make its terrible weapon more lethal over time. Definitely a bite no one wants to receive.
A completely different kind of bite.
Was this sound effect edited, or was that the original? I did not edit this.
Now it's time. Make way for the master of slaughtering.
Lythronax. Okay.
Lythronax. Finally, the Lythronax, the king of gore. At just 2.5 tons, 26 feet long.
Estimates for Lythronax have ranged between 5 and 8 meters, 16 to 26 feet in length, and between 0.5 and 2.5 tons. 2019 analysis said that Lithoranx was around 22 feet in length and around 1.4 tons.
And 7.8 feet tall. It's small compared to the Tarbosaurus, Carcharodontosaurus, and Spinosaurus. It would also have a difficult time fighting the Allosaurus, which is slightly larger.
Actually, in a real-life scenario, Lithoranx would probably win against Allosaurus slightly more times. This Lithoranx was quite robust.
But why was this relatively small carnivore given a name that means Bloody King? Well, because it's the oldest known Tyrannosaurus.
The meaning gore was chosen to exemplify its presumed lifestyle as a predator with its head covered in the blood of a dead animal.
What does this mean? It means that it's the mentor of all the greatest prehistoric predators.
Go. Be quick.
Every bite, tearing, carnage, and bloodbath made by Tyrannosaurus-looking carnivores are just imitations of this original serial killer, the Lithoranx.
At this point, I have nothing to say about what you're trying to say. This is just incredible.
Moreover, its species was recently identified in 2013 in Utah, United States, so you can say its crimes were more than perfect. Do you know an even scarier dinosaur? Leave it in the comments to talk about it in a future video. I leave you on the screen more videos about different topics that may interest you. But what am I talking about? There's nothing cooler than dinosaurs. See you next time.
That is the end of the video. Probably what you'd expect, really. So, yeah, there we go. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. See you all next time. And I guess, there we go.